The fourth generation of the modern Mini, the F66, has finally arrived. Despite being based off the outgoing F56 generation, there are some significant changes. Most notable are changes to the interior and rear end of the car. Here's how the newest, and sadly last, petrol-powered Mini Cooper compares to the outgoing generation. As far as the size of the new F66, it grows by 0.4 inches in length compared to the outgoing model. That gives it an overall length of 152.6 inches. The new J01 electric Mini is slightly shorter at 151.91 inches. The new F66 is wider than the F56 and slightly narrower than the J01 at 68.66 inches. As far as height, the F66 sits between the F56 and J01 at 56.38 inches. In other words, it is less than an inch taller than the F56 and just 2 millimeters lower in height than the J01. The height difference can most likely be attributed to the switch from 205/45/17 standard tires to 215/45/17 standard tires. And width increase can partially be attributed to Mini going to an 8-inch wide wheel. Up front, there are subtle changes to the new generation, but no less dynamic. A streamlined front bumper, eliminating the air curtain vents, gives the vehicle a more modern look while retaining the iconic Mini circular headlights. The F66 closely resembles the J01 Mini, which isn't surprising. The headlights on the F66 are also positioned slightly different, sitting higher than the F56. Along with this, they've incorporated the contour lines from the J01 bonnet into the clamshell of the F66, further tying the two cars together. Noticeably absent is the hood scoop, which for some won't be missed given it was mostly decorative. In the rear, the F66 shares many details with the J01. Most notably is the departure of the larger taillights in favor of a new angular LED matrix-style taillight assembly. The lights are linked along the rear by a trim piece with the Cooper badging applied to it, and the new Mini badge now sitting above the boot handle. Along with the rear, you will notice that the Cooper and Cooper S no longer have exposed tailpipes. That will now be limited strictly to the John Cooper works. To the side, the F66 Mini boasts more modern styling than the outgoing F56. The mirrors are less circular and a bit more like a squared-off oval, giving the car a more muscular look. The car retains the same door handles, and in fact, the same door skins as well, though the new integrated J01 handles would have been interesting. The overall look is slimmed down, modern, and less cluttered than the F56. Also, on the other side of the vehicle, you will notice that the gas cap is now gone in place of a body flush panel, thus continuing the minimalism of the exterior of the car. You will also notice the absence of side scuttles. The aesthetic is going for minimalism and harkening back to the classic Mini. On the interior, the F66 gets significant updates compared to the F56 and further links it with the J01. A simplified, smaller dashboard joins a new steering wheel design and a revised circular center screen. The cluster of switches and climate controls under the screen have gone away in favor of a new, cleaner switch panel. The shifter is now located on the dash panel, and the starter switch functions more like a key now. You twist it to start. Another quirk is the new 9.5-inch circular screen sits closer to the driver, allowing for easier access to vital vehicle functions. There is also now a wireless charging shelf for smartphones, thanks to the absence of the traditional shifter. The F66 Mini Cooper is a natural evolution for the model. Mini followed through on the similarities to the J01 with the F66, which is not surprising, and overall, I like the way the new car looks. The simplified exterior, I feel, will allow for even more typical Mini customization options, which will help you stand out while driving. I can already think of several cool graphics ideas that could be done with this new look. But the main question that needs to be asked here is, what do you all think?